Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. Last time we finished up with Locke's path, and he and Celeste made their escape from South Figaro, and at least got out of the cave leading to Narsh. For some reason his path ends there. This time we have one path remaining. That is Sabin. Fell from the raft after the fight with Ultros. Will he survive? Considering I've told you how long his path is multiple times, yeah, he's fine. And here... okay. I have multiple questions. Shadow's here. Cool. Why is there a soldier on a chocobo? Who are you? A merchant. Why are you wearing the sprite of a soldier? You're not from these parts, are you? We'll talk to you in a moment. He just phased right through me. You on a journey? Separated from my friends. Hey, can you tell me how to get to Narsh? Imperial soldiers have built a base somewhere beyond the forest. Ow, that was fast. They seem to have their sights set on Doma. There's a lot of dialogue in this little sequence here. Doma's next. I've got to reach Narsh immediately. Your only hope is to go through Doma. Interesting. I'll show you the way. Now, if you notice over on the Game Boy Advance translation, that's why I was scrolling down on that one. You know, just know that I may leave you at any time. Okay, wait, he says it in this one too. I forgot he said that. Welcome a partner. Absolutely. The Reaper is always just a step behind me. Some of his dialogue reminds me of Magus from Chrono Trigger, to be quite honest. Some of the one-liners they gave Magus would work really well for someone like Shadow. Shadow is, well, Shadow. Imperial. Now, if you look over at the translation, it's just dagger. If you look over here, it's called Imperial. It's just a dagger. I've heard somewhere else that it was also supposed to be called kunai, but according to this, the original script calls for daga, which would just be a dagger. I'm not sure if that can also translate, like if that's just a katakana way of saying kunai, but I read somewhere that it was also supposed to be kunai. It shouldn't have anything to do with Imperial. It's just, for some reason, a weird translation that makes no sense. Buckler. He's another one that can't equip the heavy shield. He comes with ninja gear, which is way better than what we have. Give you a bandana. Okay. Skills. What kind of skills do you have? Nothing. Alright. I'm kind of just stalling so we can listen to the song a little more, because I think as soon as we go in here it stops. Yeah. So yeah, if I'm stalling, that's why. Aged man. Hey, you the clockmaker? Been waiting for ages. Not the clockmaker there, bud. There it is on the wall. Ain't ticking for 1, 5, maybe even 10 years. Okay then, bud. I got it. Lawnmower repairman. Couldn't provide worse service. Grass is 25 feet tall, haul back. Okay. Now, if you'll notice, the other translations give different numbers here. We've got 50 feet, 15 meters. The original script, as you can see here, it's got a 15. I believe it was supposed to be 15. Yeah, 15 meters. And for some reason, they translated it as 25 feet the first time, realized that 25 feet does not equal 15 meters, and translated it to 50 feet, which is a lot closer. Yeah. It's interesting. No more lip repair, man. Fix the stove on the double. This guy's nuts. Goodness. Then you must be. You're here to fix my bed. It's squeaking like all get out. What is wrong with this guy? Yeah, now he's cycling back to being a clock maybe. Yeah, he just says random stuff that makes no sense. Youch! No child could be this mischievous. Child? Ain't no child around here. Boulder Dash! Like, that's such an archaic term. I haven't heard that seriously outside of this game in 20 years? 25 years? Like, what the hell? What else does the Game Boy Advance translation say here? Ready for you to leave. Go on, get. I'm tossing you out on the veldt. I'd rather take a stick in the eye than deal with that guy again. They don't say who says it. I'm not sure it matters, but I like the Game Boy Advance's translation. I think this old chocobo is missing a few feathers. But, yeah, he's talking about throwing someone out onto the veldt. Now, this guy comes back every time you leave, but, what do you have to buy here? Plumed hats if you need them. Invincible Edge, Shadow Edge, Shurikens, and Sprint Shoes if you forgot to unequip them from somebody. They were at least nice enough to provide you with some more. Now, Shuriken, Invis Edge, and Shadow Edge can all be thrown. Shadow Edge creates the thrower's illusion, so it gives you the image status. Invis Edge makes you transparent, which is the clear status. I'm going to pick up just 5 of these. We don't need too many. And Shurikens, use with the throw command. That's the specialty of our ninja friend. Oddly, I was trying to look at those arrows below the 2 characters that I have, and I was like, they can't both use this. No. Those are the ones that happen to be active in my party. Now, as you can see, they're not particularly expensive to buy Shurikens. They also do a lot more damage than a normal attack. And say it with me now, they are independent of his battle power. They have their own battle power, so his weapon has no bearing on how much damage he can do with shurikens. So we're going to buy 55 of them. I went through in my test run, I bought max of them. I only think I used about 45 to 50, so I'm getting 5 or 10 extra and calling it good enough. So you don't have to waste your money on buying all of them. But that being the case, guess what else is independent of Rose? Throwing! Yay! This video game is dumb. Alright, what I'm going to do here, so that they're easily accessible, is I'm going to move the shurikens up here a lot higher on the list. In fact, I'm going to put them right at the top. The other thing I want to put at the top is these invisible edges. I'm not going to use them particularly often, but let's do that. Oh, I want that one up there. There we go. So I just basically put them at the top of the list so that they'll be easily accessible in the menu command. And one more thing, let's take a look at relics here. You still have your relics, so we'll remove those and give you something else. Earrings. Now, his Hadouken is pretty much his best ability right now, and it's based on his magic power, so he gets earrings. Shurikens are based on physical attack power, so you get the Atlas Armlet. That's pretty much all you really need going forward. Someone else can have the sprint shoes, sure. You can give him the hyper wrist, I guess, to do a little more damage, or the running shoes to get more turns off. It doesn't really matter. Our characters are kind of powerhouses at this point. Now, no, I want to go further right. The interesting thing about this here So first thing we're going to do is use an invisible edge on you. That's going to turn you invisible, meaning you're immune to physical attacks as long as nobody uses a magic spell on you. And as long as I only heal you with potions, I'll never have to worry about healing them. All right. That's the same guy as before. Let's throw shurikens at him and see how much damage that does. Lots and lots and lots of damage. So yeah, our characters are absolute powerhouses and they will destroy anything that gets in our way right now. We are so overpowered, it's not even funny. Robites. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a lot to say about a lot of the enemies because, well, I haven't done any level grinding, I haven't done any farming, I haven't done anything that the game has not given us access to already, and I'm annihilating these enemies who probably only have a couple hundred HP, if that. So, I don't have a lot to say about them because there's not really much to say about them. They might have more abilities, but I wouldn't know. An Imperial base. There's a lot of soldiers around here. If Kefka catches us, we're toast. If he drives General Leo out of our battalion, he'll probably become the next general. Now, it's not really well explained if you look over at the other, or at the Game Boy Advance there. They say Kefka's plotting to drive General Leo out, or drive out General Leo, so that he can take over his position as general. Don't even joke about something like that. If that freak becomes our general, I'll quit. The feeling seems a little more understandable from the Game Boy Advance than the campy dialogue of the SNES in this case. You'll be jailed. Fair enough. Oh, speaking of Kefka, keeping a sharp lookout. Someone's got to put that guy away. I'd like to tell him to his face he's no General Leo. Like, the whole dialogue sequence here makes a lot more sense on the other side here, Game Boy Advance version. Like we're gonna listen to you, he's basically talking behind his back as he's walking away. What's wrong with that guy anyway? Like, General Leo got all the good qualities a man could have, and Kefka got stuck with the rest. It's a very interesting interpretation of Kefka. Keep it down, you're hopeless. Hate that weirdo. Don't even think he's human. Guy's just twisted. Oh, Commander. He's got a different color uniform. Must be important. We're about to storm Doma Castle. You two will join the assault team. Well, on to the front lines with you guys. Frontline infantry. I'm reminded of the old Starship Troopers film. Attack! Why are you guys jumping around on the walls and stuff? Eh, whatever. Doma Sentry. It's hopeless. We can't keep him out. It's finally happening. This is it. A moment, sir. Faithful retainer to his family's liege, courage and strength of 100 men. Cyan. Cyan is awesome. If we can fell their commander, they'll surely give up. Now, my understanding of Cyan's dialogue is that it's based off of an old-fashioned Japanese dialect that was spoken by samurai, because he's supposed to be a samurai. And when they translated it, they gave him kind of a slightly older English accent that is kind of unique and gives him a lot of character in the SNES version, even if it sounds kind of weird. Let's give it a try. All right, 3 on 7. Let their commander have it. And then they rush right by him. Okay, it's 1 on 7. If you open the menu, take a quick look what we have to deal with here. He does have access to our gear, which is weird, but we can give him a heavy shield, plumed hat, and that's about it. He is a samurai. Let's take a look here. Do I want to give him anything here? I could give him the running shoes. Sure, why not? He doesn't need anything else. If you look at skills, sword tech. Now, in the original version of the game, you could name all of his moves. This time, you cannot. So he's got dispatch, retort, and slash. So let's see how all that works. Oh, you can fight the random soldiers. I don't even think I was aware of that. Now, the way that it works here is you charge up for each one of his attacks. Now, again, sword tech, we're gonna charge up. If you charge up to 1, it'll always be dispatch. If you charge up to 2, it'll always be retort, which basically employs a counterattack. Next time he takes damage, he will counter with retort, which does a lot of damage. So yeah, you can fight those guys. As you can see, there's still a whole bunch of them all over the place. There's no real point in doing that. Let their commander have it. Attack him from behind. I am your worst nightmare. All right. Sword tech. Let's charge up to level 3 and show that off. This one is slash, which basically cuts damage or their HP in half, and I think it inflicts seizure, maybe? But the important thing to note here is, well, like with pretty much everyone else's abilities so far, his sword techs, even though they're sword techs, are independent of his battle power and his row. So, well, that was fast, and they all run away. But yeah, Cyan is a physically based character, as you can probably tell by the fact that he uses a sword, but at the same time, you don't use him the way you would expect to. He's an awesome character to see here. All right. Hey, it's a dog. What we're going to do here is we're going to save state. Oh, he just talks. Okay. Either way, I want to show different things here. Now, can't remember what the right one is. Kick it. Oh no, a sentry! And then you gotta fight the dog. Now, I'm gonna show this a couple of times here. Let's show a normal attack here, just to give you an idea that we don't want to use normal attacks when we have the power to do, you know, times more damage. That's not even a word, but we get to do so much more damage just by throwing a shuriken or using Aura Bolt. Yeah, normal attacks, not the way to go. Alright, now we get the Star Pendant. Now, if we didn't do that, nice glitch. Wow. Hit it. Who goes there? Oh no, a sentry. This time, meow, it's a lousy cat. Sabin, stop meowing. That was close. And then we get the Star Pendant anyway. The other time we get a chance to fight somebody, this time we don't. Other than that, it doesn't matter much. Thing is, he's not paying attention too well there, and you can come right up in here. Ah! You can fight this guy too if you want. Comes with a Magitek Armor. Shuriken. Or a Bolt. Now, the Magitek Armor is nowhere near as powerful as you would expect it to be. As you can see, it falls down pretty quickly. Alright, so let's go on down here. General Leo. If you recall, this was the third figure standing alongside Kefka and General Celeste in the start of the game when we saw a little flashback there. So we know pretty much all the people in that scene now. They were all standing behind the Empire, or the Emperor. If we attack now, we'll have to sacrifice too many lives. Interesting. Ready to lay down my life for the Empire at any time. Interesting, he specifically notices this, or remembers that this guy is from Miranda, which I'll just tell you right now is the name of a town. Why do you ask? Family lives there. Fall in battle and I'll have to deliver the bad news. What should I say to them? With a life to go back to. Don't throw it all away for nothing. Emperor Gestalt wouldn't want that. You're a human being before you're a soldier. Don't be so eager to throw your life away. Carrier pigeon from Emperor Gestalt. The Emperor summons me. I must return immediately. I'll leave Doma in your hands. Just don't jump the gun. Don't rush things. Leave it to us. You could be my friend if you weren't my enemy. So basically, the way we understand is all these soldiers seem to have been speaking the truth. He seems like relatively honorable, character. Well, we didn't get very far with that. Oh, there's Kefka. Now that Leo's gone, I'll turn the water into a flowing river of poison. Oh my god. They weren't wrong. We had heard a rumor when we were talking to some of them on Locke's path. And it seems indeed like Kefka is going to poison the entire country. The Emperor has ordered me to return. I don't want any trouble here. Try not to cause any trouble in my absence. I'll take care of the situation in no time. Don't be pompous, and don't forget they are people like you and me. You notice over on the other side there, nothing dirty. They may be our enemies, but they're still human beings. Try not to forget that. We needn't show mercy with those who side with the returners. Or, we need not spare those lands that gave rise to the returners. I actually kind of like that interpretation a little better. There's an additional line about not having any of the stuff. I'm not sure what that was in the Game Boy Advance version, but you just go and be a good little boy. Oh, here's another soldier. Is poison ready? General Leo just said not to. I don't know what kind of rank Kefka holds in the military, even knowing the game as well as I do. I don't know what rank he holds. He looks like the court jester because he looks like a clown, and other people in the game call him a clown. But aside from that, yeah, I don't know what rank he holds. I would assume the general has a higher rank than him. You're in charge now. Some of our people are prisoners inside the castle. If we poison the river, take them all out. Even your own people. Over at the Game Boy Advance one, he's calling them stupid enough to have been caught in the first place. That is inhuman. Silence. You're history, bub. I don't know what he says in the, oh, he's got a flail. I don't know what he says in the Game Boy Advance version or any of the other ones, but his line here is pretty damn fantastic. Kefka, wait! Wait, he says. Do I look like a waiter? I can't imagine that they didn't change this a little bit because it's so campy, it's so stupid, but it's so fantastic. This is such a great line. Do I look like a waiter? Runs away. This is so good. Oh. Well, he's gonna go that way. I'm gonna go this way. Oh, nothing in that one. Doesn't seem to be anything down there. Now, before we go any further, we want to give a ribbon to Sabin over here, and we can give the sprint shoes over to you. Oh, it's not that one. Okay, never mind. I'm stupid. What a toad. What a line. Everything Kefka does is great. Like, he's an evil son of a bitch, but he's hilarious. Yeah, these are one-hit advances the dialogue, and we move along with things here. Wait, he says, do I look like a waiter? It's so great. Next time, you're a goner. Alright, well, we want to go on up here. Monster in a box. This is what I was expecting when I saw the thing over there because they look the same. Now, the reason why I specifically gave a ribbon to Sabin is this thing is programmed to respond with a berserk counter, which is Megazerk, to anyone who uses a blitz on him. Since that's Sabin and doesn't hit all enemies or anything like that, we just want to protect him against being berserk so that he can keep using that, and this fight is immensely easy. And it's an important fight because we get out of here is a green beret, the best helmet for the first almost half of the game. No, I'm not kidding. Pretty much half the game. It's slightly better than what we have. It's even better in the Game Boy Advance version where they fixed the evade bug. But more importantly than that is look at his HP, 325. 289. It increases your HP, I think it's by 12.5%, which, of course, right now is a lot lower than because our maximum HP isn't very high, but it's going to only get better as time goes on. You'll notice that even though it doesn't show things like that in this version of the game, it does actually show that in the Game Boy Advance version. The fan translation is just by a little. I'm not sure if they didn't calculate it or what it was, but yeah. So yeah, you definitely want to get one of those. And a mithril glove, which is kind of meh. We don't care about that. And then back here is something relatively well hidden. A barrier ring, which we don't need, but it's also there. What's down here? Anything else around here that we can play with? No, doesn't look like it. If you know what's good for you, well, I guess we got to deal with these guys now. A Templar and a soldier. This is an important fight. You have to do this fight, so it's not like it's anything to worry about, but it's important because, well, this battle formation's kind of important. And we took care of the stronger guys right off the bat. That's nice. And done and done. Well, that's nice. Kefka's theme is great. The Star Wars reference is also great. The music of millions of voices screaming in unison before being suddenly silenced. The fan translation also has a nice approach on this. Hundreds of screams shall echo in my ears like an orchestra, then shall cease to exist. Well, he actually poisoned the river. Now, this would be a long drawn-out process, as they would have to spend quite a while, you know, like the poison would have to accumulate and people would have to drink the water over time. It's not something you would physically see, but for the purpose of the video game, they have to, you know, make it make more sense and make it faster acting. The Empire's base is bustling with activity. Something must be up. The water looks odd. And for the purpose of this game, everyone just falls to the ground. It almost seems as though it's acting as an aerosol-based poison as opposed to a water-based poison. This is poison! Gotta guard the king. But that's pretty much all the time we have for this one. And I'll see you guys for the exciting conclusion next time.